The Solutrean industry is an Upper Paleolithic culture that flourished in southwestern Europe. This region includes parts of modern-day France, Spain, and Portugal, where numerous archaeological sites have been identified. It is named after the site of Solutrean in eastern France, where artifacts were first discovered. The site of Solutrean is located in the Saône-et-Loire department and has yielded a wealth of Solutrean artifacts. The Solutrean period dates from approximately 22,000 to 17,000 years ago. This timeframe corresponds to the late Pleistocene epoch, a period marked by significant environmental changes. This period is characterized by advanced stone tool technology. Solutrean tools represent a significant leap in lithic technology compared to earlier periods. Solutrean tools are known for their fine craftsmanship and sophisticated design. The precision and artistry of these tools reflect a high level of skill and expertise. The most iconic Solutrean tool is the laurel leaf point, a finely crafted spear tip. These points are named for their distinctive shape, resembling the leaves of the laurel tree. These points are often made from high-quality flint or chert. Flint and chert were preferred due to their ability to hold a sharp edge and their availability in the region. The Solutrean people were skilled at bifacial flaking, creating symmetrical and sharp edges. Bifacial flaking involves working both sides of a stone to create a balanced and functional tool. They also produced smaller, more delicate tools called burins, used for engraving and carving. Burins were essential for detailed work on bone, antler, and wood. Solutrean technology included the use of pressure flaking to refine tool edges. Pressure flaking involved using a pointed tool to apply force and remove small controlled flakes. Pressure flaking allowed for the creation of thinner and more precise tools. The Solutrean people lived during the last glacial maximum, a time of significant climatic changes. During this period, much of Europe was covered in ice, and the climate was colder and drier. They adapted to these changes by developing specialized hunting techniques. These techniques included the use of advanced weapons and strategic planning to hunt large game. Evidence suggests that they hunted large game such as reindeer and horses. Faunal remains found at Solutrean sites provide clues about their diet and hunting practices. Solutrean sites have been found in France, Spain, and Portugal. These sites are distributed across a wide area, indicating a broad cultural influence. The distribution of Solutrean artifacts indicates a well-developed trade network. Artifacts made from materials not locally available suggest extensive trade and exchange. Artifacts have been discovered in both coastal and inland regions. This geographical spread suggests that Solutrean people were adaptable and mobile. The Solutrean industry is notable for its artistic expressions, including engravings on bone and ivory. These engravings often depict scenes from daily life and natural elements. These engravings often depict animals and geometric patterns. Common subjects include horses, deer, and abstract designs. Some Solutrean sites contain evidence of portable art, such as decorated pebbles. Decorated pebbles and other small objects were likely carried as personal items or talismans. The Solutrean people may have used ochre and other pigments for decoration. Ochre, a naturally occurring pigment, was commonly used in prehistoric art. They likely had a complex social structure, as evidenced by the variety of tools and artifacts. The diversity of artifacts suggests specialized roles and activities within their communities. Solutrean settlements were often located near sources of high-quality raw materials. Proximity to raw materials was crucial for the production of their sophisticated tools. The Solutrean period saw the development of specialized tools for different tasks. Tools were tailored for specific purposes, such as butchering, hide processing, and woodworking. Some tools were designed for hide processing, while others were used for woodworking. Hide scrapers and awls were essential for preparing animal hides, while adzes and axes were used for woodworking. The Solutrean people may have used composite tools combining different materials. Composite tools, such as those with stone blades attached to wooden handles, were more versatile. They were adept at creating tools that could be hafted onto handles or shafts. Hafting techniques involved attaching stone blades to wooden or bone handles to create more effective tools. Solutrean sites often contain hearths, indicating the use of fire for cooking and warmth. Fire was a critical resource for cooking, heating, and protection against predators. The presence of fish bones at some sites suggests that fishing was part of their subsistence strategy. Fishing supplemented their diet, which primarily consisted of large game. Solutrean people may have used used boats or rafts for transportation and fishing. Watercraft would have been useful for navigating rivers and coastal areas. The Solutrean period coincided with the Magdalenian culture in some areas. Both cultures existed during the same general timeframe, with some overlap in geographic distribution. There is some debate about the relationship between the Solutrean and Magdalenian cultures. Scholars disagree on whether the Magdalenian culture evolved directly from the Solutrean or if they coexisted independently. The Solutrean industry is considered a precursor to the Magdalenian industry. Many aspects of Solutrean technology and culture influenced the later Magdalenian period. Some researchers propose that Solutrean technology influenced later European cultures. The advanced techniques developed by the Solutrean people may have spread to other regions. The Solutrean hypothesis suggests a possible connection between Solutrean people and early Native Americans. This hypothesis proposes that Solutrean people crossed the Atlantic and contributed to the Clovis culture in North America. This hypothesis is based on similarities between Solutrean and Clovis projectile points. Both cultures produce similar types of bifacially flake points, leading to the hypothesis of a transatlantic connection. However, the Solutrean hypothesis remains controversial among archaeologists. Many scholars argue that the evidence is insufficient to support a direct connection. Recent genetic studies have provided mixed results regarding this hypothesis. Genetic data has not definitively confirmed or refuted the Solutrean hypothesis. The Solutrean period saw significant advancements in tool-making techniques. Innovations in tool production were key to the survival and success of Solutrean people. These advancements may have contributed to the survival of Solutrean people during harsh climatic conditions. Better tools and techniques helped them adapt to challenging environments. Solutrean sites often contain evidence of temporary shelters or camps. These sites suggest that Solutrean people were nomadic, moving seasonally to follow resources. Seasonal migration was a common strategy for survival in prehistoric times. They may have used natural shelters, such as caves and rock overhangs. Natural formations provided protection from the elements and predators. Some Solutrean sites show evidence of repeated occupation over long periods. Repeated use of certain locations indicates their importance for resource gathering and social activities. The Solutrean people may have engaged in ritual or symbolic activities. Artistic and symbolic artifacts suggest a rich cultural and spiritual life. Burial practices during the Solutrean period are not well understood. Limited evidence makes it difficult to determine specific burial customs. Some Solutrean artifacts have been found in association with burial sites. These artifacts may have had ritual or symbolic significance. The Solutrean industry is one of the most studied Upper Paleolithic cultures. Extensive research has been conducted to understand their technology and lifestyle. Archaeological research continues to uncover new insights into Solutrean life. Ongoing excavations and analyses provide a deeper understanding of this prehistoric culture. The Solutrean period marks a significant phase in the technological and cultural evolution of prehistoric humans. The innovations and adaptations of the Solutrean people contributed to the broader development of human societies.